Looks like we got another holdover from 2020 because the Ryan Reynolds video game movie Free Guy is finally out. This is the movie where Ryan Reynolds is an NPC in a game which, I don't know, I could probably describe as Grand Theft Fortnite. The film plays like a cross between Ready Player One, Wreck-It Ralph, and The Truman Show, and Ryan Reynolds' Guy character is less snarky than Reynolds is in other movies, and more like a bright-eyed man-child, as if Reynolds is kinda doing a Will Ferrell impression. Oddly, there's plenty of times where he feels more like a supporting character in the film, as the main story has to do with two indie game developers who possibly had their game stolen by an evil game CEO played by Taika Waititi. They do explain how Guy suddenly grows smarter over the course of the movie, to the point to where he becomes an overnight sensation, even becoming a question on Jeopardy! There's a lot to like in the movie. I like how with all of the rampaging going on in the background, what blows characters' minds is that Guy asks for a cappuccino instead of a coffee. I like their mundane, ordinary conversations while walking down the street surrounded by carnage. One NPC is so used to being robbed that he just always walks around with his hands up. There's subtle little touches too, how you can see random glitches going on in the background. There's a clever gag too where a possible villain shows up, only he hasn't been fully programmed, so he just has placement words he says, like catchphrase and adjective. The way they move, look at each other, and talk, they really feel like these random people in an open world game. There's things that don't work. One cameo goes on for about 10 seconds too long with its improvising. And speaking of improvising, Taika Waititi is more obnoxious here than he is funny. And he should have been reined in long before he randomly says, "What you talking about, Willis?" At one point, our hero gets the upper hand from the fact that this is a 20th Century Studios movie, which Disney now owns. Seriously, the film stops dead for what is essentially an in-movie ad for Disney properties like Marvel and Star Wars. And it's not really funny, it's just a gross, obvious flex. It's not an original film. You can see several movies where it's pulling from. Aside from the ones I mentioned, there's also the Lego Movie and even They Live. But the movie does have a lot of heart to it, and its sweet moments feel earned, as most of the characters remain fairly likable throughout and have good chemistry, especially the friendship between Reynolds and Lil Rel Howery. I'll give the movie a B. Didn't love it, but I had a good time. And boom, over 50% got that one right by predicting a B. Alright, subscribe to our channel today, plus follow us on Twitter at @TheCinemaSnob, and stick around later for our review of Don't Breathe 2. See you next time.